Ever heard of the saying, be careful what you wish for, because you just may get it? Well, that's what I feel about John Cena's heel turn this year. Now that his heel turn is officially over, I am now going to give you guys my analysis and my opinion on his heel run. I initially started off by liking it, similarly to probably how a lot of people did. The heel turn was surprising. When he announced his retirement tour, it kind of felt like, yeah, there's no way he's ever going to turn heel until the Elimination Chamber. This year, he shocked the world and turned heel by joining The Rock and Travis Scott. But there were obviously big major problems. Number one, The Rock bailed on the storyline and never bothered to show up. He felt like his job was done and just left Cody and Cena to tell the rest of the story. Well, here's the thing. We didn't need The Rock there. We didn't need The Rock. The Rock just basically admitted, and he told Pat McAfee, that he only appeared at the Elimination Chamber because the head of TKO called him and asked him to be there. So basically, it was just the whole thing about Cody Rhodes wanting his soul was just because, TKO called The Rock to be there. So it was more like a last-ditch effort to get more views and obviously to sell more tickets. Which I think Elimination Chamber still sold well even before The Rock decided to show up. So yeah, The Rock just basically disappeared and never came back. And obviously Travis Scott disappeared and never came back. Because, he appeared at WrestleMania 41 to help John Cena win the WWE Championship for the 17th time. And then from there, wow, things went even worse. So then Cena's whole heel promo is about him wanting to ruin wrestling. He basically said he just wants to ruin wrestling, and we, the audience, get nothing. We don't get new music, we don't get new attire for Mr. Cena, we get nothing. And so, if we get nothing, then why were there custom t-shirts every month, John Cena? If we don't get anything, why are we getting custom Australia t-shirts when they come to Australia in October? Or custom shirts, when they went to different countries, like in Dublin, Scotland, Belgium, and all those places. If we as the audience get nothing, why are you giving us new t-shirts to sell? I don't understand that logic. I mean, why tell us that we get nothing, but yet you give us new t-shirts for people to buy and pay for? The other biggest problem is the fact that no one wanted to boo John Cena. It's John Cena. People weren't going to boo him just because. They didn't give a good enough reason for Cena's heel turn. Cena just, turned heel, sold his soul to The Rock, and then they just changed the whole story to, I sold my soul to The Rock because it went from, I've been in an abusive relationship for over 25 years and now I hate you all, kind of thing. They tried so many attempts to get John Cena booed, forcing a feud with Randy Orton, forcing a feud with CM Punk to get into panic mode, but yeah, they literally tried everything. They tried to put so many of their top-level babyfaces up against John Cena just to get him booed. Cody Rhodes got booed out of the building at WrestleMania 41 because people didn't want to boo John Cena. And that was the biggest thing. No one wanted to boo John Cena. This is his retirement tour. This is his final year as a professional wrestler. And your whole idea was to try and see if the fans would hate him. He did this whole I'm going to ruin wrestling gimmick, which didn't work out very well. His matches were poorly bad on purpose. That's basically what they booked John Cena to do. They basically told John Cena, wrestle the absolute worst matches you can possibly can to show that you are trying to ruin wrestling. And yeah, it was bad. And yeah, it was totally bad. And it was just not very well received from the audience. From a heel turn that we really wanted to see. Just think about it. This was a heel turn that many fans wanted to see for a long time. John Cena adventuring into the dark side, becoming a villain for the first time. In my opinion, John Cena's heel turn is exactly what happened to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania when he teamed up with Vince McMahon. It was a heel turn fans didn't want to see, and it was a heel turn that didn't go very well. People compared Cena's heel turn to Hulk Hogan's heel turn, but unlike Hulk Hogan's heel turn when it was actually successful, John Cena's was an absolute failure. There is hardly anything that you can find in John Cena's heel turn that was actually good. It's very hard to find anything positive about it. In my honest opinion, it's very hard to find anything positive about it. So out of everything, it was just not all that great. Look at R-Truth. They changed his character. They changed his character because of what happened with John Cena. He lost to John Cena at Saturday night's main event, got released, came back at Money in the Bank, and Triple H basically had to lie by saying it was all a part of the plan and not because the fans were chanting, "We want truth." And secondly, Triple H was another big problem with John Cena's heel turn. He couldn't do anything good with it. He couldn't do possibly anything that could have made us dislike John Cena. He didn't even try. It's almost like he just had to go with whatever he was going with. Triple H even tried to point the blame at John Cena for the return of Brock Lesnar, but then John Cena retorted back by saying, I didn't make a list, I'm just doing what the company tells me. So everyone who likes to say John Cena makes a list of names that he wanted to work with, that's clearly not true, since Cena said he didn't make a list of names. You know, people want to say he made a list of names of people he wanted to fight. If that was the case, then how many people on that list did he actually work with? And all that stuff. Did he really want to work with Logan Paul? Are you trying to tell me that John Cena wrote Logan Paul's name down on this gargantuan list that he wanted to work with? Because that's the best they can do with John Cena now that he's a good guy. So yeah, John Cena's heel turn was an utter failure in my opinion. And it just didn't go down well. If you guys enjoyed the heel turn, let me know. Tell me, what did you enjoy about John Cena's heel turn? You tell me, what did you enjoy about it? And as always, I am respectful to other people's opinions. If you liked his heel turn, let me know. Tell me, what did you enjoy about it? But in my opinion, it started off strong for me, but in the end, I grew to dislike it. Possibly my only favorite thing about John Cena's heel turn was when he did that pipe bomb on CM Punk. That was probably the only thing I found funny. But other than that, there's just really nothing I can really find on John Cena's part as a bad guy that made me go, yeah, I really am into heel John Cena. So those are my thoughts. Now that John Cena's heel turn has come to an end, I think it is definitely a bad one. This is a heel turn that, in my opinion, never really should have happened. In my opinion, it shouldn't have happened. This is a heel turn I believe should not have happened in the first place. I thought it was really dumb to do this. I felt like they only did this for the sake of ratings and nothing more. It was more for shock value and ratings. That was the only reason they did this heel turn. And because it was an utter failure, John Cena is now a babyface again. After Cody Rhodes beat the shit out of him in a contract signing, John Cena came back and he was all like, oh, well, thank you, Cody. You beat some sense into me. I am now the real John Cena. And everyone thought it was a swerve. Everyone thought it was a swerve that John Cena was faking it. Let's not forget, John Cena even told Randy Orton that he would eliminate Randy's family legacy if he left with the WWE Championship, even though his father and grandfather never were world champions. Randy Orton is the only man from the Orton family name to be a world champion. So how can he erase Randy's family from the history books as world champions when his father and his grandfather were never world champions in the first place? I think they were tag team champions? I don't know, but that's pretty stupid. And also, the worst segment was CM Punk's rap on John Cena when CM Punk tried to do basic punkonomics. Yeah, that's what he called it, basic punkonomics, and he started that rap on John Cena. That was god awful. That was absolutely awful. So, yeah, that's what I mean. There's barely any segments that I find that was good about this. There's barely anything from John Cena's heel turn that I look back on and say, yes, this made me enjoy it. Like I said, the only thing I could say I probably enjoyed was John Cena's pipe bomb, but that's about it. That's like only one thing. And so, that's how it all is. And so, that's how it all ends, in my opinion. Cena's heel turn was an utter failure, and I remember when people said Cody Rhodes versus John Cena should not have been a face versus face match at WrestleMania 41, and then look at the match we ended up getting at SummerSlam this year. I'm pretty sure all of the people that said a face versus face Cena versus Rhodes match probably look utterly stupid right now for saying that it shouldn't have happened. And also, let's not forget how all the people that said John Cena was ruining wrestling because it was a part of his character, I'm pretty sure all those people look stupid as well. And also, when The Rock ever did that stupid cutthroat thing, I hope people look stupid at that as well, because they thought that actually meant something. But yeah, overall, my opinion on John Cena's heel turn, it was a bust. It was a big, giant failure. And I hope WWE learned from this. If you're ever going to turn a big babyface like this in the future, like Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton or any other big level babyface down the road in the future, hopefully they look back on what happened with John Cena and they learn from this. But as we all know, WWE rarely ever learn from their mistakes. I mean, to be fair, they kind of did already turn another big level superstar babyface from babyface to heel, that being Becky Lynch, and she still gets cheered, even though she actually got booed in Dublin on SmackDown today, which was quite a bit of a surprise. But hey, if she got booed by her own country, then I guess she did a good job as a heel. And now we've even got Charlotte Flair as a babyface, who I am surprised fans are actually cheering for. But that's mainly because of Alexa Bliss and nothing else. It's not because the fans like Charlotte, it's because of her association with Alexa Bliss and really nothing more. But other than that, guys, the point I'm trying to make is that if you're ever going to turn a big level superstar from babyface to heel, like Ripley, Io, Bianca, or anyone, or even any of the men, take what happened to John Cena and learn from it. If you're going to turn a big level babyface heel, make sure you give them a good reason to turn heel. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed John Cena's heel turn, let me know what was your favorite segment and favorite part of it. And if you thank you all for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.